Morning, everyone. My name is Sterling Higa, Chairperson of the Authority. I'd like to call to order this November 6th, 2025 decision-making public hearing of the Hawaii Community Development Authority. The time is now 9 a.m.
Thank you, Chair. The Hawaii Community Development Authority is holding today's public hearing both virtually on Zoom and in person. The Zoom link details were included in the public hearing notice. Therefore, members of the public are welcome to join us on Zoom or at the physical meeting site at the American Brewery Building, 547 Queen Street, second floor, boardroom, Honolulu, Hawaii, 96813. The HCA communication staff is hosting the Zoom portion of this hearing. Once this public hearing begins, everyone will be muted for clearer audio. Board members, if you have any comments or questions, please unmute yourselves to speak. It is important that all individuals clearly state their name each time prior to speaking. If you are providing verbal public testimony, your name will be called accordingly. If you are attending in person, when your name is called, please come to the front of the room. And if you are attending virtually, you may click the raise hand button to indicate that you wish to testify. Each testifier will then be enabled to unmute their microphone and turn on the video in order to provide testimony. In either case, please clearly state your name and affiliation and proceed with your testimony. Oral testimony will be limited to 3 minutes and will be accepted only on matters related to the public hearing subject. If the authority's connection for the remote meeting is lost, the hearing will be recessed until the connection is restored. If the connection cannot be restored within 30 minutes, the hearing will be reconvened on Friday, November 7th, 2025, 9 a.m. at the same physical location and virtual Zoom link as today's hearing. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Let the record reflect that the following Kaka'ako members are present. Vice Chair Ishii is excused. Secretary Lidstone.
Ew.
Thank you. Member Miranda Johnson.
Here.
Thank you. Member Anderson.
Here.
Thank you. Member Evans.
Here.
Thank you. Member Streitz.
Here.
Thank you. Member China.
Here.
Thank you. And Member Sakota.
Here.
We have quorum, Chair.
Thank you. Individuals from the public who have requested to provide verbal public testimony on the administrative rules are on standby and will be permitted to provide testimony respectively.
Today's public hearing is being convened under the provisions of chapters 15-217 Mauka area rules and 15-219 rules of practice and procedure, Hawaii administrative rules, and sections 1-28.5, 91-3, 92-41, and section 206E-5.6 Hawaii revised statutes to consider the following matter. Amendment of HER chapter 15-217 relating to the Kaka'ako Mauka area rules. The proposed rules were presented yesterday at the November 5th, 2025 public hearing. Legal notice. A public hearing notice was published in the Honolulu Star Advertiser, the Garden Isle, Hawaii Tribune Herald, and West Hawaii Today on Thursday, October 2nd, 2025. Maui News published the notice online Saturday, October 4th, 2025. Chair.
Thank you. Let me briefly explain our procedures for today's public hearing. First, HCDA staff will present its report. Following that presentation, board members will have an opportunity to ask questions and provide comments. Finally, we'll take public testimony in the order that individuals have signed up. Individual comments will be limited to no more than 3 minutes. Only members of the authority will be permitted to ask questions of the public. Since each authority member has or will be given a copy of any written testimony that you may have provided, please refrain from reading your written testimony and instead summarize your comments in the time that you have available. When you are called, the communication staff will unmute your microphone. Please clearly state your name and any organization that you are representing. I will be acting as the presiding officer for this hearing. Are there any questions as to our procedures? Seeing none, we'll now begin our proceedings. Mr. Ryan Tam, Director of Planning and Development, will now present the staff report. Mr. Ryan Tam.
Good morning, Chair Higa and members. You have the presentation staff report and the Kapa'akai analysis in your packets. I would like to stand on our presentation from yesterday and incorporate it by reference. I do not have anything further to add this morning, so pending any questions, this concludes my staff report.
Thank you, Mr. Ryan Tam. Members, any comments or questions for staff? Seeing none, we will move to public testimony. As of today, the HCDA has received 3 written testimonies, all for comments only, since the notice of public hearing was published on October 2nd and October 4th, 2025, and written testimony was invited. We'll now take verbal public testimony in the following order: persons who signed up prior to the meeting date, persons present in the physical location, and persons online in the Zoom meeting. Speakers will be called upon to testify in the order in which they have signed up, and public testimony will be limited to 3 minutes each. Since each authority member has or will be given a copy of any written testimony that you might have provided, please refrain from reading your written testimony and instead summarize your comments in the time that you have available. When you are called, please clearly state your name, pseudonym, or other identifier name, and if desired, any organization that you are representing. Do we have any people pre-signed up for testimony?
None, Chair.
None, thank you. Do we have anybody in person or online wishing to provide testimony?
None, Chair.
Thank you. Then we will close public testimony and continue now to deliberations and decision-making. Members, please indicate yes or no to signify that you are prepared to deliberate. Let the record reflect that the following Kaka'ako Authority members are prepared to deliberate on the adoption of the amendment of the HAR Chapter 15-217 relating to the Kaka'ako Mauka area rules. Chair Higa is ready. Yes. Vice Chair Ishii is excused. Secretary Lidstone, are you ready? Thank you. Member Miranda Johnson.
Yes.
Thank you. Member Anderson.
Yes.
Thank you. Member Evans.
Yes.
Thank you. Member Strites.
Yes.
Thank you. Member China.
Yes.
Thank you. Member Sakota.
Yes.
Thank you. Members, do you have any questions on the deliberations? If no questions, then after reviewing the proposed amendments of HAR Chapter 15-217 relating to the Kaka'ako Mauka area rules, and if the board is ready to vote, is there a motion to adopt the amendments to HAR Chapter 15-217 relating to the Kaka'ako Mauka area rules, subject to any technical, non-substantive corrections such as to address formatting and typographical errors, or to address comments by the Attorney General and the Legislative Reference Bureau? Do I hear such a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Moved by Member Evans. Do I hear a second?
Second, Kevin Sakota.
Seconded by Member Sakota. Members, is there any further discussion on the motion moved by Member Evans and seconded by Member Sakota? Member Strites.
Just wanted to put out there that, after hearing the presentation, during the presentation hearing, getting more information, I'm more comfortable moving forward with this approach, even though my understanding is Bill 61 was adopted
Yes.
yesterday by City Council. But I think, just seems like there's a lot of flexibility and just the fast approach of, holding this administrative hearing and action, I think can really help in the future if the conditions change to address any new conditions, with infrastructure in the area to help move those properties into the higher, better use that can, support transit-oriented development in the area that the city's investing rail in. One comment, I guess, would be for the board's next deliberation of the strategic plan to potentially incorporate something to this effect of the, this area. Even though I know it is, kind of intended to be short term and it's a limited area, I think it might benefit from having some discussion about that in there in the strategy.
Thank you, Member Strites. Appreciate all your comments.
Good. Thank you, Member Strites. Members, any other discussion on the motion? Seeing none, I will ask Mr. Ryan Tam to take a roll call vote on the motion moved by Member Evans and seconded by Member Sakota.
Chair Higa,
Aye.
Vice Chair Ishii is excused. Secretary Lidstone,
Aye.
Member Miranda Johnson,
Yes.
Member Anderson,
Yes.
Member Evans,
Yes.
Member Strites,
Yes.
Member China,
Yes.
Member Sakota.
Yes.
The vote is 8 ayes, 0 nays, 1 excuse, and no abstentions.
Great.
Motion passes, Chair.
Thank you. If there's no further public testimony, I'll proceed to close today's hearing. Thank you very much to staff and board members for your attendance. The public hearing now stands adjourned. The time is now 9:10 a.m.
Thank you.
Mahalo.
Thank you, board members. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.